Is this recording?
Yeah.
Hello everybody, so we'll do this Q&A very quickly because we had to turn off the air conditioning. We are in Mexico and we're gonna melt very soon.
We should have done that hot. Like a little bit more like, we're in Mexico! Not like,
we're in Mexico.
But it's fine.
Okay, so many of them know because they follow us on Instagram, so they already knew.
And if you don't, you should follow us on Instagram. Plug. Okay, so let's start with some questions. I didn't actually write these down. I should have done that. But have you ever thought about moving to another apartment? Only the two of you together?
Yes.
Of course. So we've been living with my mom in her apartment.
Yeah, we are staying with her mom, and it's just a momentary setting because after I quit my job, I rented out my apartment and we decided to go to Maui. After 5 months, we went back to Toronto where we stationed there for 2 months before going to Italy. To my apartment, and we stayed there for a year. We went back to Toronto and we were planning to go back to some place warm, basically, because the whole idea is to figure out where to go because we don't want to stay in Toronto, we don't want to stay in Canada in general because it's a very cold country, so we're trying to figure out this aspect.
Whose idea was your Cuba dream vacation video? I really enjoyed it.
It was mine.
Whenever it's something like complicated or put together in a nice way, it's her idea. Paula, do you have any film projects right now? Do you have any movie in YouTube? Thank you.
Yes, I'm working on a documentary. Of course, with COVID-19, things were put on hold, and I will give more details in the future. But yeah, I'm working on a new project, definitely.
Somebody asked, how do you feel about having somebody making a fan page for you? Did anyone ever make edits for you? That would be nice. Yeah, that's really nice.
No, but there is a
There was one person on Instagram who was doing that. But yeah, we're okay with that. Have you guys ever thought of doing van life?
Van life, yes, we did.
That was a big contemplation moment where we were like, we don't know where to go. Maybe
this is when we came back from Italy.
Yeah. We went and tried an RV. And then we were like, no, we can't handle this.
But I remember we came back from Italy. We stayed at your mom's place, and you say, I cannot stay here. I cannot stay in Toronto.
Yeah, because every time we come back to the apartment in the city, it's like it just doesn't fit us very well.
And then you were looking into this van solution idea.
We even went to a school bus, but it was like a total in ruins. You know, like it felt like we wouldn't drive it off. It just wouldn't. It was just part of the landscape at that point. But yeah, we've definitely thought about it. But the thing is, we always come down to the same thing where I need a bathroom. Like, I think if a bathroom. I think if I was a guy, I would be able to rough it more easily. But like, I can't imagine myself like on my period and without a bathroom. Like, are you kidding? And I pee like 3 times a night. How can I do that?
Yeah.
I would have to have a pee bucket or something.
I mean, we're talking about those, very minimalist.
Well, like if you don't have like $100,000, you won't be able to get this amazing van with a bathroom.
Exactly.
And everything like that. So that's why it hasn't happened. We need a bathroom.
We need comforts in general.
A bathroom.
We're very spoiled. And I need my kitchen, my large kitchen with everything in it.
Do either of you have Snapchat?
No.
What are your favorite things to do together? I think our favorite thing to do together is watching movies and TV shows.
Yes, and playing cards. We love playing cards.
That's your favorite thing.
It is.
My favorite thing is something else.
I love...
A little less PG. Oh, you finally got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why the P the Bunny channel is left with only 10 videos? So why is your channel only left with 10 videos?
Good question.
You got some explaining to do.
Yes. When we went to Vancouver Island, I was absolutely, totally inspired by the place. We're close to nature. It's just a beautiful place. And I wanted to film everything. As soon as I came back to Toronto, nothing. Like totally zero. Because like I believe that I should do something only when I'm inspired. If I have to force myself into doing something, then it's not authentic anymore. So I stopped doing it because I was back to Toronto. But as soon as that inspiration comes back again, I assure you, you will see more videos there.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? My dream would be like settled down somewhere with a nice little house just to ourselves, maybe a dog That would be so nice. But we do travel a lot, so maybe not.
Yeah. Same.
And keep doing YouTube.
For me, if I have to think about myself in 5 years, I actually don't know where if I see myself in 5 years. I don't see myself in 5 years.
Don't die!
It's just because my life is moving so fast, you guys. I don't see myself settling down anytime soon, but I'm wishing for that. That's how.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's your relationship with Artemisia? Well, I think this question is probably for me.
For you? Yeah.
Me and Artemisia are very, clashing personalities, and one thing we had in common was YouTube, which she's not doing right now. But that's why we were able to make videos and stuff together. And probably what you see online is the best of our relationship, and what you don't see online is the worst of our relationship. And you don't want to see that. So that's why we don't really talk anymore. Have you thought about full-time traveling? This is one thing that kind of kills me, because I hate traveling, but I'm doing full-time traveling basically because we can't find a place to settle down. It's really difficult. I mean, it's difficult for everybody probably, but Canada is so expensive, and also it's so cold. This is something I thought about making a video about being immigrant and what it feels like. Where I come from is a mild climate. It's a Mediterranean. I'm from Istanbul. Mm-hmm. And where you come from is like that too.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to feel okay in the Canadian winter. And it's just so bad for my mental health. It's incredible. You want to settle down where you feel good,
right?
And if you're constantly depressed or feeling bad or not wanting to go outside because it's cold, it doesn't give you that motivation to settle down and put roots anywhere.
So we are full-time travelers pretty much at the moment,
but not by choice, by necessity. What are you fighting about the most?
Stupid things, like she wanted to put this wet towel in the car because she thought it's so hot, I'm gonna keep the towel.
It was full of sand. I didn't want to bring it inside.
Yeah, but we could have,
it was soaking wet.
Exactly. How could a towel which is soaking wet when it was such a humid weather to dry up in the car overnight?
I thought it would do it.
I mean, it's dry here with the air conditioning. This is what we fight about.
Stupid things all the time.
Yes.
Constantly, non-stop.
Yes.
Are you both happy with your sex life now? I remember in the past that Sadie wanted to experiment more and have sex more frequently.
I think you are all this. You want. There are times when you're satisfied, and some other times you want to experiment.
Yeah, it's like the sun in Toronto. You love it when it's there, and when it's gone, it's super depressing. Hey Sadie, do you have any short-term projects for the following winter season or any trip? Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, and another question. Are your mother and your father divorced? Do you have any social contact with him or completely separated relations? Yes, they are divorced. They got divorced when I was in my teens, although I wanted them to get a divorce when I was as young as 4 or 5. I was like, why don't you get a divorce? Because they fought a lot. It was pretty bad. And I don't have any relationship with my father anymore by my choice. Yeah. I'd like to ask, who's more clingy and sweet?
I feel like we're both the same.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but in different moments.
I thought I was more clingy.
I think sweet. I can be clingy too.
I feel like you're more a cat personality and I'm more like a dog personality.
Yeah. But that doesn't define clinginess. But
Sadie is like a common dog name.
I know. I just found out the other day.
What do you think about the Canadian culture?
I love the naivete.
How naive they are.
Yeah, I love how naive they are.
I love how feminine the guys can be. There's no toxic masculinity.
Oh yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, and they're so civilized.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah,
it's so civilized. With the COVID thing.
The best.
Pineapples on pizza? Which comes first, milk or cereal?
I discovered the pineapple.
I like Hawaiian pizza.
I do like it too. I discovered it in Toronto and say, what? Pineapple on pizza? No way. And then I love the taste. I just love it.
Which comes first, milk or cereal?
The cereal.
I put the milk first because I want to not get the cereal soggy, so I'll put a little bit of milk, then a little bit of cereal. Finish it, and then
Does it have a meaning, in terms of personality? Is it a personality test?
I don't know, maybe. How is the relationship between P and your mother? And does P sometimes act like a mother rather than a lover towards you? No. I wish. Sometimes, I miss that. Can't you be a little bit more nurturing? No, my father was more nurturing than her. And that's I don't know. What's your relationship with my mother?
Oh, my relationship with your mom?
Yeah.
It's good. Absolutely. We're friends.
My mom called you her best friend.
Oh, she's so sweet. She's super sweet. We talk in the morning, we exchange things, we grow up spiritually together. She's such an open-minded person, and I just love her. I mean, she's amazing.
P, what do you see when you look into Sadie's eyes? And what do you, Sadie, see in P's eyes? What was that noise?
When I look into your eyes, I have the answer here.
Okay.
Because I remember the first time I met you, the first time we were, interacting with each other, I was looking into Sadie's eyes, and all of a sudden I was like really looking into your eyes, and you were disappearing on me. Like, this is real. I mean, you were like, your features, everything was disappearing. First of all, I was starting to see your halo, like around, like this light around you,
like
and then you were disappearing, and then I was going like this with my eyes. Whoa, what's going on here? That was weird. I mean, when I look into her eyes, it's just I see her soul. What can I say? And love.
When I look into your eyes, I always see a child.
Oh,
you're like a child.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's why I cannot be like a mom to you.
Yeah, I have to be the mom. It's so crazy. Oh my God,
she's
it was
super
so
nurturing
this morning.
I mean, she's the mom I've never had, okay?
Well, I'm not the best. You could use a better one because I get really pissed off at you.
Yeah, sometimes it's bad.
When you're like
really
like a child.
I feel like an abandoned child.
Any advice for people who's in an age gap relationship? How to tell everyone, including family and friends?
Don't tell.
Don't tell!
No, I'm kidding.
If they're tolerant.
It's still hard.
Actually, it gets worse, I feel like, because a couple years ago you looked a bit younger.
Yeah. And now, I'm growing my hair, my gray hair. I'm aging more, so the age gap is more visible. That's our challenge.
Yeah, so any advice? I don't know. I don't really like giving advice on this. Just see what feels comfortable for you, I guess. Like, if you feel like they're open-minded, go for it. If you feel like they're gonna judge you really harshly and it's not gonna be good for you, just don't tell them. That's my opinion. We don't tell everybody. We don't tell everybody when we're traveling and stuff. We just say we're friends.
Yeah.
What are your most powerful, meaningful, or happy memories, feelings, thoughts? And how do they help you overcome bad times? This is like a deep question.
For me, happy memories are the way I was feeling in those moments in the past. And they helped me,
when you were a child?
When I was a child and when I was an adult. It's the feeling. And the feeling I'm looking for is mostly like feeling liberated and happy. I don't know how I should explain this. It's difficult because how can you define happiness as well?
I have some really strong memories from when I was young, just playing. How free I felt just to be myself and experiencing, playing with my friends.
So it's also freedom for you. So it's a theme.
And being yourself and being authentic and not having to pretend. We can make a whole video about this.
Yeah.
It's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, how do you two think the global pandemic has impacted your personality and your relationship with each other? Also, are you optimistic about the future or more cautious?
It made me, because I had to stay still, I had to put my project on hold and everything. Being stuck at home made me understand a lot of things about myself and also about my ADD, which I self-diagnosed because I have this scattered brain, and I realized how I go into projects and I create a lot of things to do for myself because it's a way of for my body and my mind to escape myself in a way. It made me realize all these things.
So you had to stand still for once in your life.
Exactly.
I think I was preparing for this pandemic my whole life. I feel like I was in quarantine, in 2011, in 2012. My life, my personality wasn't affected by it. I felt like I was ready for that because I was depressed and hermit already. The only thing is, it just made me realize more and more and more how much I do not want to be stuck in Toronto, which I already know. As soon as the vaccine comes out, everything's probably gonna go back to normal, but it just depends.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic. I think that once it reaches a plateau, so the numbers we still haven't, but it's gonna go down, and I'm quite positive that January we will see some improvement in January.
I don't think so.
December, January.
I'm not that optimistic.
I am.
Do you wish sometimes to escape and live away from everyone with your love and pets? Because I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you not bored with each other? Or have you ever thought you're bored? This is an excellent question. Are we not bored with each other?
I am not.
I'm not bored either. I'm not bored because, I don't know, you're very entertaining.
It's
always something new. I mean, not that it's about being entertained. It's just that I like this stage of a relationship where you're more comfortable. I don't like that whole first time dating, chasing each other, excitement game. It's too much for me. Would you consider OnlyFans? You know what OnlyFans is?
Yeah. No, absolutely not. I'm very private.
Very. Mm-hmm. I feel like I could have been a porn star maybe in another life, but I don't have the body for it in this one, so I'm not gonna do that. And also, when you put something like that out there, you can never take it back, so I wouldn't want to do that. Because what if I want to do something else in the future and like that's in my record, you know?
So that's your consideration?
It's really a commitment. Like you got to be serious about it. And now it's so accessible that everybody's doing it, and you're like, oh, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? But it's still porn. Like, I'm not gonna just jump into it because everybody's doing it.
No, it's not my thing.
No, you would never. What can your partner do for you to make your mood rise up? Question for both of you.
It's just when you come and you just touch me or touch my head or you cuddle me, I already feel amazing. It's
same. My love language is definitely physical touch.
Yeah.
And when you scratch my head.
Yeah. Same.
Scratch my back.
Yeah.
Scratch me everywhere. I'm such a dog.
That didn't sound good, but anyway, go ahead.
Are you both physically fit? Who's stronger? No, we're not physically fit, but I'm stronger. You're so tiny.
I'm tiny.
She's so light. I picked her up once from the bed, like that.
So then she did like that, and I just rolled off the bed.
Okay, I think that's it. If I missed a question or I skipped one, I'm sorry. But I think we covered like a very general
we did.
area. We're sweating now, so we gotta go to the beach.
Thank you for watching, and see you very soon with your next video on our experience here in Mexico. Bye.
I should call this video, Are We Doing OnlyFans? Clickbait, clickbait.